Welcome, fellow history enthusiasts, to our journey through the rise and fall of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known, the Roman Empire. As we delve into the depths of Rome's storied past, we will uncover a legacy that continues to shape our world today. The tale of Rome begins in the 8th century BCE, when a small settlement emerged along the banks of the Tiber River. Legend has it that Romulus, the city's first king, founded Rome. In reality, Rome grew from modest origins as a community of shepherds and farmers into a bustling city-state. By 509 BCE, the Romans cast off their monarchy and embraced a republican form of government, where elected officials shared power and citizens had a say in governance. This early republic laid the groundwork for Rome's meteoric rise to power, displaying discipline, military prowess, and a deep sense of civic duty. Rome embarked on a conquest that saw it dominate the Italian peninsula. Through strategic alliances, advantageous marriages, and successful wars of conquest, Rome transformed itself into a regional powerhouse. Yet, as with all great empires, Rome's story is not simply one of triumph. The decline of Rome loomed on the horizon, bringing with it challenges that would ultimately lead to the empire's downfall. Join us as we unravel the intricate tapestry of Rome's history, exploring the triumphs and tribulations that shaped one of the most iconic civilizations of all time. Let us embark on this journey together as we uncover the rise and fall of the mighty Roman Empire. As the Republic of Rome continued to develop, the city became a model of efficient organization. The Roman legions, known for their discipline and flexibility, struck fear into enemies. Across the Mediterranean, the construction of roads and infrastructure further facilitated rapid troop movement and trade, while Roman law brought a sense of order to newly conquered territories. Despite these advancements, the Republic faced internal challenges. The wealth obtained from conquest led to a growing gap between the rich and the poor, exacerbating social inequality. Moreover, political corruption began to take root, creating a climate of distrust and disillusionment among the people. Attempting to address these issues, figures like the Gracchus brothers sought to reform the system, but tragically their death served as a stark reminder of the violent nature of Roman politics. In the midst of these internal struggles, ambitious generals began to rise to prominence. Perhaps the most infamous of these figures was Julius Caesar. Through his military campaigns, particularly in Gaul, Caesar garnered immense power and popularity. His fateful decision to cross the Rubicon River in 49 BCE ignited a civil war that ultimately ended with Caesar declaring himself dictator for life and implementing reforms that centralized authority. However, Caesar's aspiration for absolute power ultimately led to his demise, as he was assassinated by senators who feared that his actions posed a threat to the Republic's survival. Paradoxically, his death only hastened the collapse of the Republic, leading to a period of uncertainty and political upheaval. In conclusion, as the Republic continued to mature, the advancements in organization and military prowess were juxtaposed with internal strife and political turmoil. The rise and fall of influential figures like Julius Caesar serve as a cautionary tale of the perils of unchecked ambition and the delicate balance of power within a governing system. In the chaotic aftermath of Caesar's assassination, Rome was plunged into turmoil. Civil war tore the city apart, leaving its citizens desperate for a leader to bring stability. That leader emerged in the form of Octavian, who would later come to be known as Augustus. In the year 27 BCE, Augustus ascended to the throne as the first emperor of Rome, ushering in a new era for the empire. His reign marked the beginning of the Pax Romana, a period of peace and prosperity that would last for 200 years. Under Augustus's rule, Rome experienced a period of growth and development like never before. Augustus implemented reforms that restructured taxation, strengthened the army, and supported public works projects that revitalized the city. Trade flourished, cities expanded, and Roman culture spread far and wide, reaching across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. The empire continued to thrive under the leadership of great emperors like Trajan, who expanded Rome's borders to their largest territorial extent. Monuments like the Colosseum and aqueducts showcased the ingenuity and engineering brilliance of the Romans. The empire transformed into a melting pot of languages, religions, and traditions, all united under the umbrella of Roman law and infrastructure. However, not all emperors were as wise as Augustus or Trajan. Leaders like Nero and Caligula tarnished Rome's reputation with their corruption, extravagance, and cruelty. The cracks in the empire began to show, hinting at the challenges that lay ahead. Despite the challenges and controversies, Rome remained a powerful force in the ancient world. Its legacy of innovation, engineering, and culture continued to influence generations to come. The rise of Augustus and the Roman Empire marked a pivotal moment in history, forever shaping the world as we know it today. By the 3rd century CE, Rome was facing a multitude of crises that threatened the very fabric of the empire. The constant invasions by Germanic tribes and Persian forces put immense pressure on Rome's defenses, stretching them thin and making it difficult to protect the vast expanse of the empire. Adding to these challenges were the economic troubles that plagued Rome during this time. Heavy taxation, inflation, and the reliance on slave labor all contributed to a weakening of productivity and further exacerbated the financial strain on the empire. The political landscape was also in turmoil, with more than 20 emperors coming and going in just 50 years. Most of these rulers were either overthrown or assassinated, leading to a period of instability known as the crisis of the 3rd century. This unrest nearly brought about the downfall of the once mighty Roman Empire. In an attempt to restore order, strong leaders like Diocletian emerged, with Diocletian opting to divide the empire into East and West. However, this division ultimately led to the loss of unity within the empire, further weakening its overall strength. Amidst all this chaos, Christianity began to rise in prominence. Initially persecuted, it eventually gained imperial support, particularly under Emperor Constantine. Constantine's conversion to Christianity and his decision to move the capital to Byzantium, renaming it Constantinople, marked a significant shift in the empire's religious and political landscape. While the Eastern Roman Empire flourished and grew stronger, the western half continued to decline, eventually paving the way for the eventual fall of the once mighty Roman Empire. The crises of the 3rd century left a lasting impact on Rome, shaping its future and ultimately contributing to its downfall. The final centuries of the Western Roman Empire were a time of turmoil and strife, marked by constant invasions from barbarian tribes. The Visigoths struck a particularly heavy blow when they sacked Rome in 410 CE, sending shockwaves throughout the ancient world. The Vandals, Huns, and other tribes continued to chip away at Roman territory, fueled by internal corruption and weak leadership that left the empire vulnerable and unable to recover. In the fateful year of 476 CE, the last Western Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was overthrown by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. This event is commonly recognized as the official fall of the Western Roman Empire. However, the eastern half, known as the Byzantine Empire, managed to endure for nearly a millennium, safeguarding Roman culture, laws, and traditions. Even though the empire crumbled, the influence of Rome never truly vanished. Its legal system laid the groundwork for modern law. Latin served as the basis for Romance languages, and Roman architecture continued to inspire generations to come. The story of Rome transcends mere power struggles. It is about resilience, adaptability, and the enduring legacy of its ideas. The rise and fall of the Roman Empire serves as a poignant reminder that even the mightiest civilizations can falter, but the impact of their concepts can live on indefinitely. Rome may have fallen, but its influence continues to shape our world to this day.